Hello student, today I have brought a video on the topic Universal Law of Gravitation. This topic belongs to chapter 10 Gravitation of class 9th Physics. In chapter 9 we have studied about the Newton's law of motion. This universal law of gravitation was also given by Newton. We will study detail in this video. In chapter 8 we have studied about the uniform circular motion. When an object is moving in circular path, a force acting on it toward the center, that's called center seeking force or centripetal force. The centripetal force is responsible for moving the object in circular path. The motion of planet around the sun and the motion of satellites around the earth is also example of uniform circular motion. The centripetal force acting on it is nothing but the gravitational force, and this force is responsible for the moving the heavenly body around the sun or the satellites around the earth. We will study detail in this video. The discovery of gravitational force is happened due to an event. The event was the falling of an apple on the head of Newton while he was sitting under the tree. He started thinking about the falling of an object toward the earth, and he discovered the law of gravitation. The gravitational force we also observe in our daily life. When a ball is thrown in air, comes back to the surface due to the earth gravity. A gravitational force may be defined as the force of attraction between any two objects. Any two objects in the universe exert a force between them. This force is called gravitational force. The various examples we observe the gravitational force. The earth is gravitational attracted to the sun. The moon is gravitational attracted to the earth. You and the gravitational attracted to the earth. We were gravitational attracted to the table. Any two masses have gravitational attraction between them. Any two objects in the universe attracted each other due to the gravitational force that was discovered by Newton. Here we can say very common example that is responsible for the moving of moon around the sun. The pull of moon and the earth to each other is the gravitational force. The gravitational force acting on the moon responsible moon to move around the earth. If there is no gravitational force of the earth, the moon moves tangential direction in a straight line. That is the path of the moon. Due to the gravitational force of the earth, the moon is revolving around the sun. That is the centripetal force acting on the moon due to the gravitational force exerted by the earth on the moon. Now, here we also observe the gravitational force between the planets and the sun. The gravitational force exerted by the sun on the planet is responsible for their circular motion. That is the gravitational force. It is just like the centripetal force that we have studied in circular motion. The gravitational force and the law of gravitation discovered by Newton. So I would like to give an elementary introduction about Newton. The Newton was the most brilliant mind of this era. He united the laws of Copernicus, Kepler and Galileo. They were discovered, they are earlier scientists, they were discovered many more things, but they are not systematic. The Newtons united these works of Copernicus, Kepler and Galileo and formulated the law of universal law of motion, universal law of gravitation. He was born in 1642 in England, Cambridge, and he was the scholar of the Cambridge University and was the mathematics professor. He also invented the calculus mathematics, the advanced study of mathematics. Important was the mathematical principle of the natural philosophy and principia. Universal law of gravitation was discovered by Newton. He explained the planetary motion moment and the motion of the object in the universe. That was a very prominent scientist, and he was discovered many more things. He also discovered about the light, optics. He was the first scientist who proved that light is consists of 7 colors, and he was proved by when a light is passed through a prism, is split into the 7 colors. That was discovered by the Newton. Here, the law of universal gravitation is that every object in the universe attracts every other object with a force directed along the line of the center for the two objects, that is proportional to the product of their masses and inversely proportional to the square of the separation between the two objects. That is the universal law of gravitation given by the Newton. Here, Fg is the force between the two massive objects, and m1 and the two objects that is separated by a distance of r. G is the gravitational constant, and here the distance between r and G is the gravitational constant that was calculated by the Cavendish. Now, in detail, we study about this law. Next slide. Here, any object in the universe, m1, m2, they attract each other by a force F1 and F2. The F1 is a force exerted by the m1 on the m2, and m2 is a force exerted by the m2 object on the object m1, and its force is calculated as G is equal to m1 into m2 by r2, and the statement of the law is given like that. All the objects in the universe attract each other through gravitational force. Every body in the universe attracts every other body with a force which is directly proportional to the product of their masses and inversely proportional to the square of distance between them. Here, the mathematical expression of the universal law of gravitation is that F is directly proportional to product of their masses and inversely proportional to the square of distance between them. Here, F is equal to G. G is the constant of proportionality, which is known as gravitational constant, and the value of G is 6.67 into 10 to the power 11 Newton meter square per kg square. That is the gravitational constant for universe. For anywhere, it is the constant. It is invented by the Cavendish. That we just study next slide. The law of universal. This is the law of universal gravitation. Universal means apply to all objects in the universe. This force act in the direction, the gravitational force act in the direction of the line connecting to the center of the two massive objects. Now here, a very brief idea about the gravitational constant calculated by the Cavendish. In 1798, Sir Henry Cavendish suspended a rod with two small masses read from this wire, from thin wire. The two massive objects, some small mass of two objects suspended with a thin wire, and two large masses, that is the green in color here, masses attract the small masses and cause the wire to twist slightly. Due to the attraction of the red ball and green ball, the suspended wire is twisted due to the gravitational force. Since each force of the attraction produces a torque in the same direction, by verifying the masses and measuring the separation and amount of twist, Cavendish was the first to calculate the gravitational constant denoted by capital G. Here, it is the G only, that is the value of G is 6.67 into 10 to the power minus 11 Newton meter per kg square. This is very small force that cannot be observed, but they have some numerical existence. Now, we give some example of the gravitational force acting between the two objects, and we use the gravitational constant and calculate the gravitational force acting between the two bodies. Here, gravitational force between the two people. What is the gravitational force? We can calculate easily with the help of laws of gravitation. Here, mass m1 is the mass of 50 kg of a person, m2 is the mass of 70 kg of another person, are sitting on the bench and are close to each other. Now, estimate the magnitude of the, we have to estimate the magnitude of the gravitational force exerted each other on each other. Solution is that, suppose the distance between the two men is 1 meter. Here, the force is then, by the law of gravitation, is that G is the gravitational constant, m1 into m2 by r square. Putting the value of this variables, we get here that G the constant, that is 6.7 into 10 by 11, and the mass of the m1 is equal to 50 kg and 70 kg. We get F is equal to 2.33 into 10 to the power minus 7 Newton. That is a very negligible force. So this force is too small to be noticed. We cannot notice the force because it is very, very small. That's why we cannot observe the force. But there is something force acting between the two people, acting between the two object in the universe. That is the object of that is the objective of the gravitational force between the two objects. Now we can also study about how the gravitational force exerted by the earth on the moon. Here we can calculate with the help of the gravitational force, law of gravitation. Here, the mass of the earth is 6 into 10 to the power 20 kg, 24 kg, and that of the moon is 7.4 into 10 to the power 20 kg, 22 kg. Here, the distance between the earth and the moon be 3.84 into 10 to the 5 kilometer. That is 3.84 into 10 to the power 8 meter calculated, and we have to calculate the force exerted by the earth on the moon. Here we use the G, that is discussed earlier, 6.7 into 10 to the 11 Newton meter per second, and on the basis of the calculation we can calculate the force exerted by the earth on the moon. The same force is also exerted by the moon on the earth as per the Newton's third law of motion. Here we can calculate here G by the universal law of gravitation. G F is equal to C into me, that is the mass of the earth, m is the mass of the moon, and r is the distance between them. Putting this value, we get here 2.017 into 10 to the power 20 Newton of force exerted between the moon and the earth. This force is the gravitational force that we study. That is the application of gravitational force. We can easily find out what is the force exerted between the two massive objects in the universe. The gravitational force between the Sun and Jupiter, the gravitational force between the Mars and Sun, we can easily calculate it with the help of laws of universal law of gravitation. Next video we will just study about the acceleration due to gravity, the force exerted by the earth, and how can we calculate the acceleration. We will study about the next video. Thank you.